I'm David Bell. Today's Far Country TallTales and True is about a man who embodied truth and wisdom. His name is Martin Buber. I make no apologies that this is a longer Far Country episode than usual. The subject demands it. Now, Martin Buber spoke the prophetic word after the worst moment in man's inhumanity to man. Some 6 million fellow Jews had perished in the Holocaust. Buber became the champion of ideas that have become such an integral part of philosophy and education today. He was born in 1865 in Galicia. His parents separated when he was 3 years old, and he went to live with grandparents. Remarkable people. The grandfather was recognized as a scholar, but the grandmother, as a schoolgirl, had collected in secret a small library. She had a love affair with books and learning about all sorts of things, and all of which he managed to communicate to a young grandson. Buber grew up, went to university, and eventually fell in love. His wife Paula was the centre of gravity for Buber's life and work. He became a very influential professor of Jewish studies until 1938, when he was forced to flee Germany. He went to live in Jerusalem. During his lifetime, he wrote over 800 books and papers, yet he was far from being an ivory tower academic. No, he was a fearless prophet who was unafraid to lock swords with anyone, and anyone who demeaned the rights of ordinary people, who trampled on their dignity. His books he considered of little importance compared to meeting people, the encounter of minds and hearts. Listen to this wisdom. It takes a lifetime to learn how to be able to hold your own ground, to go out to others, to be open to them without losing your ground, and to hold your ground without shutting others out. Powerful words. David Ben-Gurion became the first Prime Minister of Israel in 1948, and in a comeback later became Premier and Minister of Defence in the 60s. Now, Buber wrote to him saying, "I salute you and I oppose you." As a Jew, Buber wanted peace with the Arabs. The way to peace for Israel wasn't the path Israel was intent on following, in Buber's estimate. And when he died in 1965, at the age of 87, he was recognized by the New York Times as the foremost Jewish religious thinker of our times, and one of the world's most influential philosophers. His great philosophy can be summed up in 4 phrases: I, thou, encounter, I, it, dialogue. His basic philosophy was forged in the fires of meeting people, every kind of person. He said, quote, "When I meet a man, I'm not concerned about his opinions, I'm concerned about the man," unquote. What was equally important was the manner in which he met others. The quality of each relationship was vital to Buber. In his own words, "I think no human being can give more than this: making life possible for the other, if only for a moment." What more can be said? What makes Buber so important for Christians is that he makes us aware of Jesus both as a Jew and as a Jew who sought to expand Judaism. Buber said, "We Jews know Jesus from within in the impulses of his Jewish being." He venerated Jesus, but not as Christians do. On the doctrine of the Trinity, he used to grumble that he understood what Christians were getting at, but did we have to put it in that particular way? In all this, Buber extended his deep sense of dialogue as a Jew to Christians, to Muslims, to Hindus, and far beyond. Our humanity is revealed by taking the risks of dialogue. On the international stage, Buber was befriended by such diverse figures as Tagore, Gandhi, Bertrand Russell, Dag Hammarskjöld, Albert Schweitzer, and politicians, educationalists and philosophers throughout the world. He was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize by Hammarskjöld, first Secretary General of the United Nations. He wasn't awarded it, however. He was awarded the greatest prize of Europe, the Erasmus Prize. And Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands said in his speech to Buber that by starting religious conversations, he had worked to bring down the walls that divide humanity. Quote, "You've taught us that what matters isn't what happens to people, but how they act." And that's recorded in a great book by Aubrey Hobbs, Encounter with Martin Buber, published by Penguin 72. Now, Buber's extraordinary life shows us how to live truth, how to stand tall. So join me again next week, same channel and time. It's easy to subscribe, just click the purple-yellow button below right on the screen. And find out more about kiwiconnexion.nz in the information section below this video. Thanks for watching.